What's going on? Oh, dang.
That happened today, this morning.
This morning. On that freeway, man.
Yeah.
Y'all be safe out there in that snow trying to drive. I mean, you might can drive good, but you don't know what the next person got going on. So be safe, most definitely, fam. Fabrication is welding money. I want to highlight that. Let's say it again. Fabrication is welding money. Learning how to fabricate. And we're going to be specific when we talk about fabrication. Learning how to read this tape measure. Learning how to do the easier process, MIG welding, spool gun, flux core. Those are more economical processes. More economical processes. And the only reason I say that, you want to learn it all, but you want to learn fabrication, and fabrication is more economical. Certain things you won't TIG weld, because when you're TIG welding, excuse me family, let me put this up. When you're TIG welding certain things, it takes longer. It takes more time, it takes more space, a lot going on when you're trying to do that process. So a lot of times it's not economical to TIG weld a piece of furniture unless you're going to get a certain amount of money out of it, or you have a certain setup where you can go fast and just do some posting on it, you know what I mean? But it's more economical though to wire weld. So I would most definitely say learn wire welding. You know the nickname they got, Wire Monkey. It's all good because it's a lot of money in learning how to use that wire. You have stainless wire, like I said, you have flux core wire, and you have mild steel wire. All of those processes, family, is going to be winning, but the main thing is the tape measure. The tape measure. You know, I didn't really want to turn it around and show the name. Just get you a tape measure, fam. Learn how to read this tape measure. Learn how to read it though. From a 16th way over here to an inch. Learn how to read the tape measure from a 16th to an inch, fam. If you do that, this is a 25-foot tape measure. You can read it from 25 on up, and you can start building products. I have noticed that a lot of companies right now are not just looking for welders. A lot of people go to welding school and all they do is learn how to do beads. They learn how to take a test, just a regular bead test. They don't learn how to do fabrication. They don't learn how to read the blueprints. They don't learn how to line things out. Some of them don't even know how to put the test plates together. The test plates are already put together and pre-done by the instructor or the teacher or the welding educator that's inside of the program. And those things help the school. The numbers of the test, you know, they can say we got so many people pass the test and all of that. But when it comes to getting out into the real world, it's hard for those kids to get a job. Then they've been all pumped up and in their minds of saying you're going to make all of this type of money, but they don't have the extra skills that goes with the welding that they need. So learn more than welding, fam. And that's why this year I'm implementing a fab welding class, the fab welding program, which is going to have several stages in the program, and the classes is pretty much going to teach you how to grind and finish. Going to teach you how to TIG and MIG. Going to teach you how to use the grinders, teach you how to use the drills, use the plasma torch, teach you how to lay out, use things like looking at a simple print like this and be able to design a table. You know what I mean? To lay out this table so you will know, okay, I need to cut so many pieces on this side over here, giving you all your measurements. Someone can give you this and you can just go with it. That is going to turn you into an asset, fam. That is going to turn you into an asset. So fabrication is money. From building furniture, from trailers, from mufflers, working on vehicles, man, you name it, home decor. Like, there's so many areas where fabrication is needed. Now, behind me on this photo, I have a picture of a dining table. It's the, I believe that is the Charles dining table. So go, if you visit the website carbondesigns.com, that's carbondesigns.com, you can see some of the high-end furniture on the website. And behind me is one of the table legs to the Charles. So we fabricate them, we grind them down, smooth them out, take them to the back, get them painted, the full nine. So when it leaves here, it's a solid product. And I love to say this term, products over talent. And some people ask me, man, what do it mean, products over talent? You have to get the talent first, and then you learn how to build products. But if you use your talent alone, you'll never excel. You only get so far. You know, a company, certain jobs, certain things, you can only make so much an hour. But if you learn how to build things for yourself, you can create some freedom. You can create something to throw on the shelf. You can have a side hustle. You can teach and educate someone to do the same things that you are doing. So today, I just wanted to go live and have an open discussion. So if you have any questions or anything about fabrication, I want to answer your questions, and then just let you know that it's something that I believe we should gear our kids around in middle school. Just let me say that, family. Gear them around. If you want your kid, if you want them to get excited about something, let's start gearing them around the trades in middle school. As soon as they hit middle school, fam. You know, when you're in middle school is when you start experiencing your first jobs, your part-time jobs, making a little money. You can start learning the trade then. If we get more of the middle school students involved, even my son was telling me, like, he's the one that really opened my eyes to it, because when I took him out to Fort Worth, Texas to do a weld test with me at a welding school, he said, Dad, I think it's very important that we learn how to do things like this in middle school. That way, by the time we graduate, we done been mastered it, and we can make more money coming fresh out of high school. And they can. You know what I mean? They can graduate high school, family, and be into the 20s off the top. Then you can say, okay, y'all finna make that money now. And now you got more because you coming in with more. I was like, why have two arms but only use one? That's not being able to fabricate. You just got one arm. But if you can fabricate, fam, you got two of them. You know what I'm saying? Reading a tape measure and a welding gun or a stinger or a torch in the other hand. Oh man, you a beast. And mess around and have a blueprint sticking on your side. You can do anything, fam. So I want the kids, I want people to be more excited about fabrication, because fabrication is where it's at. Like, the money in it is unreal. And I was speaking this rising to my community on my other channel. So I have a few different channels, so I want y'all to follow all of my channels. I have actually 3 channels that I'm really going to be focusing on and nurturing and developing. Is this channel, Your Welding Coach. My second channel, which is my first channel that I ever created, is Hog on Welding. That's my second channel, Hog on Welding. You're gonna see the hog, you're gonna see the tough. My third is my newest channel, and it's called The Richest Welder. And my goal is to create multiple sources of income, not just for myself, even though I want to have different ways where I won't be stressed out and I can have more free time to educate and teach. But I have 3 children as well. And I think if you are a father and you have children, you should create an asset for them that'll grow and that can flourish while, you know, after you're gone and even while you're here. So I wanted to create 3 strong things that I can get going and I can pass on down to them, that they can have a system that all they have to do is keep implementing and allowing it to work, and they can always make money off of it. So my goal is to have that much content available where they can be able to be timeless, and information that they can use to show them how to do the same thing that I'm doing. So I think now we have to learn more than one way to make money, but we know we got to have a skill set. I think that we have to realize we can't reinvent the wheel, fam. We cannot reinvent the wheel. So it's been rolling for a while, but we can increase the size. They went from 14s to 20 to 30s now. You know what I'm saying? They got bling on the rim now, so we can add some things to it, but the basic function of the rim is going to be what it is. So let's learn a skill like welding, fam. And one thing I love about welding, those who haven't or not familiar with my hashtag Saved by Welding, check that out. Make sure you follow it on all platforms, Saved by Welding. My goal when I created that, it was the reality of knowing that welding truly saved my life. And I was able to get my hog on with it. I was able to become one of the richest welders with it, not because of how much money I made, but what I did with welding. I was able to use one trade and do multiple things with it, make multiple sources of income, enjoy a different perspective of life after being incarcerated for 10 years from a trade that my mother introduced me to. She introduced me to it. She didn't teach me. She didn't give me the classes. She dropped the seed, fam. And that seed has blossomed. My mother isn't alive today to see the things I have done with welding, but I'm keeping her name alive by pursuing the trade and teaching and educating and letting people know how it saved my life. And if it did it for me, surely it'll do it for you, fam. I want to make sure I say these messages. I see y'all popping up. Appreciate everybody for coming in, checking in this rising. What up with it, man? Hey, man, you know, that's what they say. That's what they call me. They call me Samuel Jackson Jr. I'll be the junior, though. I'm like, you know, the little brother. You know what I mean? But, you know, I accept it. It's all good. Hit that like button, fam. I appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. Share. Let people know that I am here giving some great information. Oh, no. Underwater welding is not for the weak, fam. I'm going to tell you something. My mom said that, you know, when she was telling me about welding, she talked about the underwater welding. She talked about the traveling welding. She talked about teaching it. She talked about having a business in it. And one thing that hit me, because at that time I didn't know anything about the business and the other things, she said $100 an hour. I knew money, and I knew that was a lot. I said, $100? I can make that much? And she had me, fam. She had planted that seed, and I was all in. And that's what she used to hook me into the trade, fam. So I know that I don't necessarily have to be there in your space, teaching you, giving you the information, but I can plant a seed, though. And that seed can do things that I can't even imagine. I know my mom would never thought that I'd be doing the things that I'm doing with welding from her introducing it to me while I was in prison at the age of 17. So all I'm saying is, I appreciate those who follow the channel, like the channel, but this channel, I want to make it where you can really get some education. Like, I want to really be able to show you processes, show you this is how you do it. You know what I mean? Have other people that's working on the trade on the channel. Like, I really want this channel to show you, hey, this is how you win. This is how you do this particular thing. Coming from my aspect, like, you have different people, fam, that do all different areas of welding. My main focus is fab welding, and a lot of some seasoned welders tend to look down, man, they're just wild, man, it just, you ain't doing this. I didn't got chance, family, to be out on the pipeline. I'd have had the rig, I'd have been on construction, you know, I didn't got chance to move around. And it's something about fabrication that I love so much, that I have seen a lot of people that can only weld wish they can do, because you can build things from your imagination and you can critique them over time and to put them on a website. You know, so when you get a chance, check out the website where we sell the furniture, carbondesigns.com. That's carbondesigns.com, and you will see what you can do. Like, someone came up with this. It was imagination. It was an idea, and now the ideal is a product. Fabrication, fam, it can give you more financial freedom, more stability, give you more time with your family. You know what I mean? Like, people are realizing now that, you know, we all got to work. We got to have a job, but a job isn't your master. You know what I mean? It isn't where you just work and you never enjoy life. You don't want a situation like that. You know, you want to make money. You want to learn how to play and manage at the same time. And I think when it comes to education, we'll teach a person how to get it, but we don't teach them how to maintain it. And in my personal classes, once, you know, when you sign up to one of my classes, part of the class is a character class. Like, I want to make sure that you know how to carry yourself on the interview. I want to make sure you know how to show up. I want to make sure you know how to operate yourself in certain professional environments, because that's very important. And a lot of us are not taught that, fam. It's very important. I got a saying I like to say, what's understood doesn't need to be explained. If I see what's going on right now, family, all I have to do is correct it. I see there's a problem right now with the welding schools. All of them are teaching just how to weld. And a lot of people are coming out puffed up and prideful, and then getting their little balloon bust, fam, because they can't do. You know, I had the test guy to school. He was all prideful and boast. And family, I gave him a shot. I didn't want to see him not get the job, but he wasn't ready. And he did 16 weeks. So he was a little hurt that he couldn't perform the way he wanted to perform. But I'm just telling, hey man, just stay at it. You got it. You'll get better over time. So my goal is to change that, fam. And I can only change it on my channel and by using my assets right now. And like I say, I'm in Springdale, Arkansas, and I'm building furniture and I'm educating. So my goal is to use this channel to help people learn the process, help people master it, critique it, and show them what direction to go with it so you won't be blind. You know, don't get caught up. Let me say this too. Ooh, let me say this. Act like this paper right here is a certificate. This is your certifications. Actually, you know what? We ain't even gonna do that. Hold on. Show you something. Here go one of my certifications. You see that? AWS. I'm gonna put that up there real big. You see that? AWS. I ain't even gonna put my number up there. You see that? It say my name, Joel Brown. They got my cert number at the bottom, so you can look it up and see what I'm certified in. Now, this is the cert that I got certified in when I first started my business independently. So in 2016 is when I started, but in the beginning of 17, I got my cert so I can travel around and keep my stick welding pipe certs in my pocket. And this was 1/18 of 2017. I was certified in D1.1, SMAW, E6010, E7018, 836 base material, 6G, 1.5 inch thickness. That's a pipe cert. My next cert is a bridge welding cert. This is my bridge welding, 3G, open root, 7018, 1 inch coupon, all the way out. This one is my two flux core certs, uphill, overhead, 1 inch coupon, all the way out. These are my certs, fam. I can be honest with you and tell you that having these, no one has just asked for them. It's good to have them, but you know what they tell you if you're not having a business? Hey, go in that booth over there and let me see what you got. So this piece of paper doesn't mean anything, fam. It's learning the skill set, learning how to do exactly what's on here. I can throw this away. This is just for bragging rights, like driver license, you know. Your certificate, I told them, you know, it's for your mom and your parents, you know, so they can brag and say, look what my baby just did. But you're going to have to go keep doing it. You know what I mean? You're going to have to keep repeating it. You got to keep working out. You know what I'm saying? Muscle memory if you're going to get some real money. The paper really don't mean nothing. So if you're in welding school or you're about to sign up in welding school, don't get caught up in the piece of paper. You can wipe your butt with this piece of paper, fam. Get caught up in the skill set. The skill set, that's what you want. You want to learn how to do this like riding a bike, like knowing your last name. You want this to be fluent with you. You know what I mean? So that's what I would recommend for anyone that's about to get ready to dive into the website. Dive into the experience. Salute. Thanks for checking in. My bad. I'm just seeing these messages pop up. Hit that like button, man. I appreciate it. We do have exhaust in this one, but you do have those different type of exhaust ventilation. Shout out to Froom Dog. They got some different type of ventilation systems. Shout out, especially for schools. They got good routes. So I got to give shots to good products. And Froom Dog is a good product for schools and for shops that's trying to have some ventilation set up, that not trying to break the bank. And you trying to get something affordable at the same time. Like, they're not cheap, but they are reliable and they do come with some good deals, especially if you're an educational facility. So check out Froom Dog. Let them know your welding coach sent you. They got some good deals, fam. Shout out to them. The website is carbondesigns.com. That's carbondesigns with an S.com. Y'all check it out and check out some of the furniture on there while we on here. Yes, just on broke, fam. What you said? Yes, you can get a job at the set top. Listen, let me share a small story with you. I have a gentleman. I'm gonna throw his name out there. His name is Brandon Davenport from Dumas, Arkansas. Shout out to Brandon. Brandon ended up doing a little time in prison. He got out and got him a job at Tyson's in Pine Bluff, and he was making money, but he wasn't feeling fulfilled. He wanted a purpose. He wanted a skill set. He wanted something he could pass down to his kids. And someone told him about me, that I had a welding class and I was teaching in McGee in my hometown. And Brandon contacted me, got my information, asked me how much it was to sign up to my program. I told him it was $1,000 for a 40-hour setting. He paid the money, no question. Brandon showed up through the whole deal. By the time he got good enough, he said, "Say, coach, you think I can go past this welding test they got down the street?" I said, "Yeah." Went, took the test, started making $20 an hour, took a 40-hour MIG welding class from me. Inside of my mama's house in the garage, I taught him how to do this process. He was able to leave my setting and start making $20 an hour. He had never welded before in his life. Yes, you could do it. Yes, it's possible. You just got to have the right person teaching you. That's it. And as long as I got the right equipment, it don't have to be the fancy stuff. As long as I got what you can go there and do and transfer that knowledge over, you can win. So you can learn in the garage. You can learn outside of an RV. I got students I have taught outside of my RV how to stick weld, and they making money. How to flux core, and they making money. So don't limit yourself, fam. Always just keep all your options open and say, there's nothing I can't do as long as I put my mind to it, fam. Salute. I appreciate you for checking in too, fam. I appreciate it. Thanks for that love. Like I say, there's nothing you can't do, fam. So just stay focused and say, hey, if there's a will, there's a way. But I want to let y'all know, though, I am in Springdale, Arkansas, and I am going to be starting a fab welding class program where, you know, I'm going to be teaching the fab welding process. I'm going to have 3 different tiers. We're going to have a 40-hour setting for those who just need to get the little setting. We're going to have a 30-day setting, pretty much a 4-week setting, and then we're gonna have a 16-week setting for those who want to get everything that we have to offer. So my goal is to teach fabrication at its best, and I'm not just gonna be teaching it by myself. I'm gonna hire other instructors that specialize in fabrication and specialize in that certain field. So it ain't like I'm not trying to get one instructor to do everything, and that's another thing that I don't like about welding schools. A lot of welding schools try to want one instructor to be God. Be great at everything, but they only want to pay them this much. Man, it's crazy. I want people on my team that specialize in a specific thing. You teach that thing, because if you teach that thing, you can get someone great at that thing. You ain't got to be great in all of them. You just got to be great at one. You just see what I'm saying? So we're going to have a team of people where everybody going to be doing something different, teaching you how to do that specific thing, so that way you can get the blueprints. You can get the grinding and the finishing. You can get the MIG welding and the cutting and reading the blueprints. You can get the cutting materials and how to read weld symbols and all of that, fam. You know what I mean? And making it fun, a fun environment. I think that's very important. Very, very important. Having a culture where, I was telling someone the other day, if you enter one of my classes, I don't care if you white, purple, green, blue, or black. We are family, fam. We are family. Male, female, we are family. And I personally don't believe in incest. So I just want to throw that out there. We family. So if I'm teaching you or you in our class, we family. I'm looking at you as family. I don't care if you're male, female. It don't matter. If you blue, green, it doesn't matter. Because that's the way you're going to get more out of the program. Because we're going to love on you like that, fam. We want to make sure you get it. We want to, you know, talk to you, because the mental health is real. You know, you can't make no money if your mind is off. You know what I'm saying? If you're troubled, if your spirit is troubled. So the goal is to provide information and really help someone get it and get over the hump, fam. So this year, fam, I'm really focusing on education. And want to give a shout out to the Fort Smith area. There's a few gentlemen that's in that area who have been asking me about welding schools and wanting to come this direction and try to holler at me. Hey, fam, there is one school in Fort Smith, one school that I have spoken with, out of talking to several, that I would even recommend and send my son to. So, you know, my son is in Fort Smith, and if I don't get the opportunity to critique him like I would want to, there's a school there that I don't have no problem sending him to and paying for it. Like so there's always some place. You know what I mean? If there's a will, there's a way, fam. So the name of the school is American Welding Laboratories, and it's in Fort Smith, Arkansas. So they have different payment options. They have different ways to get people in, and it's family owned, and it got culture. They love their people. So I have to say, like, I can only take my hat off or salute those that I know that's doing it the right way. And if I feel a good vibe, I throw it out there. I just don't put my name on anything, and y'all know that. You know what I mean? I don't try to sell nothing that I don't use. The products that I sell, the products that I promote on my site, even on my YouTube, is things that I use. I don't like to try to do it just for the money. We know we need money, fam. You know, God forbid, the bill's gonna be due regardless of how we feel. But we got to have some. We got to have some type of standard, some type of more. So, shout out to everybody that's checking in. Appreciate it, fam. Thanks for the love and support, man. You know, it's all about having the right attitude too, fam. You got to have the right attitude. You got to have the right energy to be able to move a crowd, to be able to really help people change. In my honest opinion, I would master in MIG welding, horizontal and downhill. If you master them too, you can do it in any position. That's just regular MIG. In flux core, uphill and overhead, will be two that I really get down. You know what I mean? MIG, you're going to be doing it more in the flat and down and horizontal position. So that's what I would do to learn that trade. I want to give a big shout out real quick to Prime Weld, fam. You know, we using Prime Welds in here. Great units. I'm actually an affiliate marketer with them, and we use the TIG machine. We use the plasma cutter machine, and we got this air thing from them too. I forgot what it's called. I'm gonna see if I find this so I can push this in the. It's the plasma cutter. Yeah, I found it. And like I say, these are good products, man. This is what we use. You don't have to break the bank, and this stuff is good. This stuff is good, and I had a few people ask me about what we use. I want to make sure that I save that and hit that up the side the bar. Let me walk over here so I can show y'all this. Flip this camera around. Okay, this is the plasma. This is a pretty good unit for the buck. It's not really expensive, but this thing is great. The parts are good on it. If anything go wrong on it, they don't have no problem with sending you something. So make sure you get that warranty. That 3-year warranty is grand. Salute, fam. Thanks for checking in. Glad you enjoyed your break hanging out with me. This is my Miller hood. You got these comes in different ones. I actually got the Lincoln too. But this is, at my age, fam, I'm gonna be honest with you, I like the Miller. At my age, I like the lens, the color of the inside of it. I like this one. I got both of them. I got the Lincoln and I got the Miller. But right now, about to turn 45 in a few more weeks, that's my baby. And then we got this Prime Weld 180. Now, this thing right here is the beast, fam. The voltage, though, is a little different. It burns. You have to cut up the amperage just a little bit. So if on a normal machine, if you had like on 18.5, it still burns to me a little cold. Now, we're using it on 20 volts. 220 volts. So I like to have it, if I'm doing something that requires that type of voltage, I have it a little bit higher, like 20 voltage instead of 18.5, and it tends to do better. Salute. What you said, that was good advice, fam. Good advice. I want to show y'all some of the furniture that we make, because we talk about high-end products. These are legs. That was the Charles. I believe these are the Gregs, and then you got different styles. You know, you got the Williams, and I don't know the name of all of them. I don't want to be lying. And then we have the custom desks. We have the Beaumont and the Flyaway. This is the Beaumont. My guy is putting it together. You see, this is real fabrication, fam. As you see, he tagging it all up. You see the project coming together. You don't know what it's going to be, but when he get done, it's going to be amazing. And actually, I think we got one that's already done. I'm going to go over here and show it to you, but this is all pure fabrication. Look at my guy. He's putting this on right now. He got to fold it and bend it around and kind of wrap it. You need some help over here?
Sure do.
Tell me what you need. What do you need me to do? I can hold it while you try to set one on.
I'm trying to get that in a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Think so?
Yeah. I got it. Sit on it.
What?
You probably got to sit on it, yeah. Some of them do that when they make you sit on it. It's always just getting it started. That's the part. You know? Y'all see me building, helping build this flyway.
Where you end up?
That's all
Where
that's
you end
all.
up?
Sometimes you got to hold the hole in.
Up on her, real good.
This hit me feel right here. I ain't got no more. I can't go up no more. Unless you need to feel in there. Oh, you got to? Oh, okay. Yeah, you gonna have to trim this too. Especially the ball of that.
It's good now.
You end up strong. Oh, no problem. Y'all see it, man. This is I'm helping him on this live project, and this is some money right here. I don't know what these go for, but I think about $6 grand.
It's higher than that.
He already said it might be higher than that. This is the flyway. So if you go on the website carbondesigns.com, that's carbondesigns.com, you should be able to see this. And this is the creation of it. Shout out to the Pisces. My child mother was one. Rest in love to Crystal, who was from Park Hill in Colorado and Denver. Shout out to Park Hill. That was her hood. She's passed on now, but she was a Pisces as well. Actually, her birthday was coming up this coming up week. Just wanted to show y'all some of the projects. This is the famous plasma table where we cut out all the cool things that we be making. And I think this is what a product said. We got some stuff in here. It might be. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Check it out, y'all. These are some finished products here. We got a table. Woo! We got some legs over there. Small desk over there. That's that Beaumont. Ain't this nice? Ooh, that Beaumont's nice, man. They go to conference table. I just built both of these. These are two of mine that I just finished. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for checking in with me. Make sure y'all hit that like button and share the channel, fam. I appreciate the love and support. Isn't those cool, man? Where are you gonna find something like that at? Cool products, man. Just cool. I actually have a few upload videos. If you go to my upload section, I have longer uploads that's talking about different things, about blueprints, but I will do a newer one coming soon of me going over some specifics of the things that we'll be teaching in the class to kind of give a person more of a rundown. But I do have some good uploads. If y'all go to my upload videos, they're a little longer, and I'm going over a few things from teaching people the processes, from going over the different types of processes, even the tape measure. So get the opportunity to check out some of my uploads. I appreciate it. But my goal is to help y'all learn everything, fam. Thanks for checking in, family. Thanks for checking in. Trying to multitask, family. I had a couple messages popped up, but I just wanted to go live, kind of show y'all what we was doing. And these are finishing products, and it's always good to see what it looks like when it's finished. And then here goes some of them that haven't been painted yet. And this is actually a set I did and a set he did. These are two sets we got done. Well, a set I did and a set that the goddess, Susan, we got a female fabricator, she's hard. This is her stuff too. So one I did, one she did. This is another table that I did. And that one, I've been knocking these out. We've been having a few different orders. So we have to get everything prepared, get it black and get it ready. And then he'll come in and start clear coating and stuff like that. It is similar. It is similar. It's the same process, same technique too, by the way. I do have a video of going overhead with flux core, so check it out. It's on my uploads. Should be one of the popular uploads on the video section. So you're gonna have, you got the lives, you got the shorts, and you got the post, and then it should say video upload. So if you go to my profile, just check out the video upload section, and it should show you more on flux corn, stick welding, MIG welding, different processes. And when I get the opportunity, like I say, I'm gonna go over a few different things. Give me a second. Salute, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate you for doing that. So when you reading this tape, when you're reading some prints, man, I want to go over. This is a live print. Actually, those are one of the tables over there that I just did. So when you're reading prints, one thing you want to, so like on this one, they got both sides, but they're only showing measurements on one side. So you might have to flip the paper or something so you can see. Like right here, pay attention to your marks on where it's showing where it stops at, and I mean where it stops at and where it starts at. And you see this line here is showing us that it's going to be in the inside of the tube, not on the outside of the tube. So pay attention to that. So it says that from the inside of this tube to the outside of your first tube, you got 15 inches. Now the outside of the next tube is 21 inches. Now on this side, it doesn't give you those measurements, but it's the same. So you might have to come over here and just flip the paper when you go to the other side and lay it out the same. Make sure you're laying it out. And I'm gonna give you a tip. I will always put an X. Let me grab something, show you something. I would always put an X on where the side my tube need to go. So if the tube need to be here, I'm gonna put an X here. I'll put an X there. That way I know that that tube lays here, even though I got a mark here. Because I mess around and put the mark on the opposite side. So when you're fabricating, it's good to do things like that, like pre-mark it so you'll know exactly where it goes and things like that. I think that's a win-win. Well, fam, I appreciate everybody for checking in with me, fam. I know it's a work day, but honestly, a lot of people are off. I'm off today. I just wanted to come in and hold a dialogue with the family, with the community, and just, talk about the importance of welding. That I'm working on a fab welding class and program this year. So the goal is to keep the education going and to open up doors and influence people to learn the trade, but to learn how to fabricate. Y'all be blessed, continue to prosper. I'm out. Hold on.